But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott dancing to his left. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. Woo. Here we go, 46, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. Fights through and now a crease. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Elliott. 56 yards, 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Too many also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Again to Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey, swing. Under. There we go. 180. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Wide angle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, it's Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play, and on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
46.
Prescott down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 10th carry now for Allen. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he will find his man on the outside. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go, 47.
Elliott. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing, Prescott.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. You're always trying to get him the football.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fourth down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Wide in. 26. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Wide in. Switch and 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Austin. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Now Elliott. Then he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. To throw is Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Switch and hey. Go, get out there.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Go to 54. Why? It's coming now.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Yeah, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 47. 47. Here we go. Wide 8.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jamarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Second down, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott